guys, so we've got 3 Barbie styles today. Let's get started. So the first one's going to be a really quick half up style. I'm going to do a tiny bit of back comb just at the crown. So just pushing down with the comb. You can use some back comb spray, texture spray. I'm going to do a little bit at the sides as well. So once you've gathered all that hair together, look how easy this is. I'm just literally going to pop in a little elastic. Pin this out the way just for a second. I'm going to come to this section of hair here and I'm just going to put in some back comb because I want this to be kind of full looking at the back. So it'll take 2 seconds. Just come underneath like this. Take another section and do the same. Last section. And then just taking my comb, just making sure that we can't see any of that back comb. And then just going to take a little clip. I've obviously chosen pink today. And I'm going to put the teeth here and here, just lifting up this style a little bit. So the teeth go in. Then the teeth go in the other side. Then I just use my fingers just to kind of push those together gently. I'm then going to release this down. I'm just going to take a little section of hair from here first of all. Put that back in. A little bit of back comb powder and I'm just going to push right at the root here. Like so. Do the same, so another little section of hair. Keep this one out the way. Powder, or you could use like a spray, whatever you prefer. Push at the root again. Okay, looking a bit crazy, but it'll only take a few seconds of just gently brushing over this top layer. So just sort of curling these front bits up. I'm just going to pop on this little pink headband. So little 360 here with our gorgeous Barbie. So super quick, super easy. This is style 1 done. Stay tuned for the next style. So next style, guys, I'm just taking my little comb and just directing the hair all the way to the back, to the nape of the neck. Put in a little bit of back comb if you want to. I've still got a little bit left in from the previous style. So just a little bit of back comb over the crown, and then you're going to come to the back. And then all I'm going to do is just twist this hair. So starting at the nape of the neck here, I'm just going to twist it up, twist it up, twist it up like so. And then I'm just going to pin this into place. And then I'm just going to take hold of this end here, give it a little fluff. And then I'm just going to kind of gather up this hair, a little bit messy. And I'm just going to pin that into place. So there we have the finished look with the pieces down. I'm just going to spin back the other way, don't get dizzy. And then I'm thinking, this is obviously optional, but let's go for the headband again. Because I just loved the headband last time. So just placing that headband on, just to give the final Barbie look. What are we thinking? I love it. Let's have a look from the back there. So you can make it like less messy if you want to, but I kind of like it. Okay, look number 2 done. Let's head over to look number 3. So third and final one, I think this is going to be my favourite one, and we're going to have a little bit at the end that hopefully will work, fingers crossed. So you want a deep part, so if you've got a central part like this, you want to take that hair either left or right. We're going this side. So I've parted fairly far across like that. It looks a bit strange at the minute, but bear with me. So I'm going to use a little bit of styling wax. It's just like a soft wax, but you could use a gel, hairspray, whatever you find easier. Putting a tiny bit on my fingers. I don't want too much. And I'm just going to put that just on the hairline here, just because in a minute I want like a really snatched ponytail. So I'm just helping gather all these sort of wispy baby bits, putting this all around the edge here. We'll do the same on the other side in a minute, but we're going to deal with this bit first. So we want this fringe, we don't want it to sort of come across like that. That's not going to look good. We almost want it to look like it's a bit of a actual bangs, actual fringe. So we want it to kind of come down first and then sweep back. So the easiest way I found to do this is to put a little bit of back comb this way first, smooth it out, and then do your sweeping. It'll just kind of make the hair sit better. So I'm going to take a slice of hair. So rather than back combing here, we'll back comb in this way. And then another section. Boom, boom, boom. And again, don't need much back comb, guys, just to make the hair behave itself and go where you want it to go. I'm going to do one more here. It's just going to really help sort of when we start to comb this hair. It'll really help with sort of making the hair do what you want it to do. So I do want this to be fairly flat. I don't want it to be poofy at all. But just leaving that little layer of back comb underneath it. You won't be able to see because you're combing on top of it. But there's back comb in there, and then the hair's going to go in the direction that I want it to go in. So next stage is I'm going to just bring all this hair up, and we want a really nice snatched ponytail. And I do want it sitting fairly high, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with the actual pony and the front bit, and then hopefully our last little bit is our little diamantes going in, fingers crossed. So just working a little bit of that wax through this hair. Don't want it to look greasy, but we do want it to be all smooth. Okay, so I'm going to brush downwards and then across. So just taking my comb and we're bringing this hair forwards first. And then because it's Barbie, of course, we've gone little pink grip. And then I'm just using a little elastic just to attach these very tail ends. Careful, because you don't want to pull this bit now. So don't do what I just did there. And then just to finish off, I'm going to wrap, but don't forget, still got the pony to do. So I'm just wrapping a piece of hair around there, using an elastic just to tie that on. So a bit of back comb, guys. And then I'm going to take some heated, they're like tongs, these are, but you could use your straightening irons or a wand. And we want the ends to have a flick rather than a curl. So before we deal with the back comb, we're going to deal with this part of the hair first. So I don't want a curl, I want a flick. So I'm just going to take the very ends and just roll it once like that. And I'm going to take the next little layer, and just as I go, I'm just going to gently brush out that back comb. And again, not a curl, a flick. So I'm almost straightening. And then just rolling up the end. So little spray now. I don't want to take out this back comb, so I'm just going to kind of like brush this together. We should have a lovely little flick to the pony rather than a curl. So I don't quite know what I'd call this, but it's called bling bling, but I think it's like a hair jewel bedazzler thing. I got it from Amazon, right? So if you put it into Amazon, you'll definitely see one. And it just comes with little discs with diamantes on. So ordinarily, you kind of put the hair through there and you click. But I'm pretty sure if you flatten it like that, like a stapler, if I just press that down, it should come out with a little hair gem. And we're going to put some hair gems along here. Ta-da! We weren't sure that was going to work, can you tell? So I'm just going to kind of like hold the hair. So I'm just putting some smaller ones on now. Let's do our little 360. We've got the swoop and then we've got the swoop. I think it's worked really, really well. Let me know in the comments which one is your favourite, and I'll see you all again soon.